On a prior episode of this show, I pointed out some examples of prominent COVID-19 vaccination promoters who themselves have been vaccinated multiple times but still tested positive for the illness. Well, today a press release announced that CDC Director Rochelle Walensky tested positive for COVID-19 last night. The media statement says, "Last night, CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky tested positive for COVID-19. She is up to date with her vaccines. Dr. Walensky is experiencing mild symptoms." The thing is, Walensky has already had her updated COVID-19 shot. This tweet from Walensky noted last month, "Today I received my updated COVID-19 vaccine. Hello, I'm Alex Nitzberg and welcome to the Alex Nitzberg Show." Alright, and moving on to the second topic that I'm going to cover today, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin issued a memo this week calling for the creation of travel allowances for service members to travel to get so-called reproductive health care. In the memo, Austin wrote, "The recent Supreme Court ruling in Dobbs v. Jackson Women's Health Organization has impacted access to reproductive health care with readiness, recruiting, and retention implications for the force. Since the Supreme Court's decision, we have heard concerns from many of our service members and their families about the complexity and the uncertainty that they now face in accessing reproductive health care, including abortion services." And one of the things that the memo calls for is for the Defense Department to establish travel and transportation allowances for service members and their dependents as appropriate and consistent with applicable federal law and operational requirements, and as necessary amend any applicable travel regulations to facilitate official travel to access non-covered reproductive health care that is unavailable within the local area of a service member's permanent duty station. Earlier this year, the U.S. Supreme Court issued a decision which returned to states the authority to decide how to handle the issue of abortion and whether to ban abortions. The opinion states, "The Constitution does not prohibit the citizens of each state from regulating or prohibiting abortion. Roe and Casey arrogated that authority. We now overrule those decisions and return that authority to the people and their elected representatives. Some states now have bans on abortions in most cases. So apparently the Defense Secretary wants the Pentagon, and by extension you, the American taxpayer, to pay for the travel costs associated with service members and their dependents who travel to get abortions because they can't get one where they're located." Also this week, we had Democrat lawmakers celebrating Pronouns Day or International Pronouns Day. If you're wondering what that is, yes, it is as stupid as it sounds. The website pronounsday.org says, "International Pronouns Day seeks to make respecting, sharing, and educating about personal pronouns commonplace. Referring to people by the pronouns they determine for themselves is basic to human dignity." Check out some of these tweets. A tweet from Congresswoman Sarah Jacobs says, "Today we celebrate Pronouns Day. Using someone's correct pronouns matters. It's about respect. That's why we need to normalize sharing and asking for pronouns. My pronouns are she, her, hers." This tweet from Representative Jan Schakowsky says, "Pronouns are not a preference. They are someone's true identity. As we celebrate Pronouns Day, let's commit to respecting people's gender identities. Using someone's correct pronouns is an easy way to be an ally." Representative Andy Levin tweeted, "It's International Pronoun Day, a reminder to ask for pronouns and show respect by using those people prefer. Together we can celebrate people's multiple intersecting identities." And tweets from Representatives Carolyn Maloney and Debbie Wasserman Schultz both included language that said, "Using correct pronouns is about respecting human dignity. However you identify, your pronouns are valid." Alright, and for the fourth and final topic today, in a move that encapsulates the seemingly bottomless chasm of absurdity that's coming from the proponents of radical leftist gender ideology, Microsoft posted this LGBT flag design that it says represents 40 LGBTQIA+ communities. According to this GitHub page, created by the LGBTQIA+ people at Microsoft, this flag represents 40 different individual LGBTQIA+ communities with one powerful graphic that reflects a message of unity, solidarity, and intersectionality. We're making it available here on GitHub for everyone to use and build on, because pride should be open source. And try not to laugh when you're looking at this list. It says that this flag combines 40 different flags from LGBTQIA+ communities around the world, including, and then they include this massive list with bizarre terms such as abrosexual, aceflux, omnisexual, trigender, and a bunch more. Microsoft is just one of the many large businesses that is openly supportive of the LGBT agenda. Alright, well that's it for today's episode. Thank you for watching the Alex Nitzberg Show. If you enjoyed the show, I'd appreciate it if you would please subscribe on YouTube and Rumble.